So you'll find people who have been never smokers who've lived in a house, that have gotten lung cancer from the high radon that they've had. There was even a story that I remember from a few years ago where a lady sold her house. The buyer had come in and did a test, and the test was high, so they mitigated. And the seller had moved, and about 4 months after she moved, she was diagnosed with lung cancer. Never smoker, because of the house she just moved from had high levels, and she had lived there a really long time. And that's what the doctors then associated that, her cancer was from. Now, you have to take into consideration as well that you might not know what you've been breathing since you were a baby. Okay, so this is something that it isn't just this house that you lived in, or living in now, it's the house that all the homes that you've been in. I have been able to meet a few people who were diagnosed with radon-induced lung cancer that were able to go back to every home that they've lived in to test, because they were so curious and they had the ability to do that, and people cooperated with them in their search for an answer. They wanted to know why or which house, kind of thing. And so there have been some people that have been able to do that, to pinpoint where that came from. And then, of course, at the same time, I know we're talking about houses, but it could also be where you work. It could be a teacher at a school. We're starting to test schools now in Indiana, and people are spending 8 hours or more a day in a school building, and there are definitely places like schools that have it, or workplaces